Sit. So good, sit. Yeah, see them deer? Heel. Well, look at you all styling. You being chauffeured? You be chauffeured? Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. He's still mad I didn't let him in the last video. So before we get into today's vlog, I do want to talk about the last video just a bit. You'll notice we don't have a pup truck. That is because it is at Toyota, getting new brakes, oil change, tire rotation, all that stuff so it can be sold. Pup truck version 2 is already here. It's around the corner. Not going to show it to you yet, but if you follow the pups on Instagram, you already know what it is. So you should follow the pups on Instagram. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about the last video. First, thank you so much for all the kind words and support. I did read every single one of them. 99% of them were all positive. I do want to say, you know, to the few people that were negative towards me, I don't really care. As I said in the last video, I'm not going to go into the details. It doesn't matter. Can't leave comments saying that you support me and the pups, but you don't support her. She's still part of the pups' lives. You'll probably even maybe see her in an occasional video. You know, she wasn't in videos that much for the last several months anyways because of her new job, but she's still in the pups' lives and everything. So the other thing you have to remember in life is no matter what happens in your life, just blame yourself. If you blame yourself, then you can fix the problems. If you spend your life always trying to blame other people, it's not gonna do you any good. You're just making up excuses. So it has nothing to do with like this scenario or anything like that. Just in general, if you look at everything in your life and accept fault for everything that is wrong, then you can actually fix it. If you're blaming other people and other things, well, you can't fix those people, so you can't technically fix the problem, so you're stuck. So don't do that. Oh, you blaming Lotus? So anyways, let's get into today's vlog. We've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna show you guys me shopping for the new pup truck, so you can see that. Riley has to go to the vet for her ears. Well, and first, you know, obviously we gotta burn some ants, so we're gonna go do that first. All right, so the weather apps are useless, but even more so today. Said it wasn't supposed to start raining until this afternoon. Loading up the pups. It is 9 in the morning. And I was like, is that thunder? And I refreshed the app and it's like, oh yeah, it's like thunderstorming for the next 15 straight hours. So we went ahead and loaded up anyways, and we're heading east towards the sunlight. We'll go boy, go potty. Well, we made it. I swear it looks darker on the iPhone. I'm not even bringing the real camera, but as you can tell, it's definitely darker that way. So, I don't know how much time we have. Come on, boys. Come on. Gotta make the most of it. Be running 110% the whole time. Let's make it count. There you go. Good boy, Enzo. Well, the rain's caught up, but not the storms. Can deal with a little rain. We got the bravery. Yeah, you're doing well. Wow, look at that. Gonna get them birdies. Yeah, you're doing so well, Pup. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
How we doing, Rally Cat? How we doing, sweet girl? Well, cats can't have Starbucks. I don't know what to say. You gonna be alright at this vet? Yeah, your ears are all allergic again. Hey, you ready, Rally? Ready for this? Gonna be okay? Gonna be okay? Gotta be patient. Gotta wait your turn. See how your ears are open? Gotta get looked at again. Yep.
It is so sad.
What are you crying for? The top's open. You can get out if you want. Nobody's keeping you in there. If you want out, get out. You can't cry that you're locked in.
I'm so mean.
It's not appreciating.
I bet if those shepherds saw you hear me and I'm scared. So there is definitely that possibility of allergy compared to last year. Like they were all flaring up in September last year, then now we're flaring up in August. My plan would switch it up to be a topical ointment that sticks a little bit better to the ear. One, to treat these scratches,
Sure.
but two, to help with the inflammation. There's an anti-inflammatory in it too. The rest of her exam looks fantastic. You're nice and healthy. Aw, you're so cute. Yeah, we picked the keys today. I've been very lucky. All right, well, so let me.
Wow, Riley, $67. 67 puppin' dollars. Kitten dollars? Something? Well, you don't just see one of those every day. VCR? Riley, you doing better? You know, as I said, that footage was, several weeks now. You doing okay now? You gonna go live with mom, or you gonna hit the road with us? Which one you wanna do? No, I'm not getting you your own place. Trying to be quiet. All right. Truck shopping today. Probably should have brought the ND filter. Didn't think about it. Purposely forgot it last time. Not on purpose this time. I have no choice but to switch over to auto mode. Otherwise it would just be too blown out. The main reason I came to this dealership was I wanted to see TRD Tacoma, or Tundra. I always say Tacoma. It doesn't look like it's here anymore, or I don't know, I can't find it. So, I don't know if there's anything else. There was one other one that I wanted to look that I also can't find. Why don't we have prices on things? And the thing with trucks is you could be looking at two and from the outside not realize that there are $20,000 difference. All right, I have no idea how expensive this is. I've always obviously been a bit of a Toyota fan when it comes to like SUVs. The reason I want to get a full-size truck is the back seat. No SUV, it doesn't matter how big it is, even if it's a Suburban, the back seat is not as big as it is in a full-size truck. Now, yes, you can get bigger SUVs that have 3 rows, but yeah, what I'm kind of thinking is whatever truck I end up getting, to where you could either just flip this up or take it out altogether, but yet the seat belts still work, so I could still strap them in, have like their beds and stuff. Or the other option, the more likely option, is find something that I could put on the ground there to kind of almost make it like an L shape, give them a little extra room too, maybe even in the middle too. I don't like that the Tundras have the drive shaft raised. It's not a big deal, but it kind of is, especially if you're trying to do stuff like I am. All right, now we start the portion where I kind of just drive around a little bit and see if anything catches my eye. Jumped out and forgot the camera. This is one feature I do love about the F-150s. Very light and airy. Can have the panoramic roof. Also a good spot to mount cameras. This one unfortunately does not have the tow package though. It doesn't have to have the tow package, but it would make my life easier if it did. Then I don't have to add a trailer brake. The bench seat option is kind of intriguing. And then if, one of the pups wanted to sit up front, gives them more space. So I like the Fords have like a flat bottom, and then that doesn't take up nearly as much space. All right, so just looked at some F-150s there. I have a little Google Drive sheet that has a list of ones that I wanted to check out while I was out here. This was one of them, but it doesn't have the tow package. I couldn't tell online if it did or didn't, and it doesn't. Now I could drive it, it wouldn't make any difference on the test drive. I don't think I'd be able to tell. However, they were all pretty crappy inside, so it's like I don't even want to. First impressions mean a lot, and I don't want that to be my first impression. It's really frustrating that GM can make some of the what I think are the best looking trucks. Like that red one there, come on, that looks really cool. But my gosh, the interior is just I guess they just spent all the budget on the exterior or something. But GM has had that problem for many years. I can remember being a kid, getting in a brand new Corvette at the time. It was like a 2003 50th anniversary. I'd never been in a Corvette, and I was excited to get in it. And I just remember even as a kid getting in it and going, what in the world is going on with this interior? Like, why is this so awful? And that was my impression as a kid whose parents had only owned like Fords. It's not like my parents were driving around in like Bentleys or something. You know, they were just normal Fords and stuff. And I was just like, wow, like this is garbage. And like, here we are 20 years later and nothing's changed. Oh, it's such a shame. All right, another one on the list. This one actually has the tow package. It has the tow mirrors. I've learned you can tell the tow mirrors because they have this like double jointed roof, it looks like. Heated and cooled seats, which, you know, whatever. Miles, 46,000 miles, not too many. At least this one doesn't have the fake wood, it has the fake carbon fiber. Fit a rally cat in there, okay. Ooh, so close. Looks like this is the V8 version, which I think I would rather have the EcoBoost. For test driving purposes, I think it would be okay. I decided not to drive the F-150. I want to find one with an EcoBoost. Get down here to Lexus real quick for a minute. Nothing here other than check out the ISF. Now, if you don't know, I used to own one of those. Really fun car. If you want an M3, but you're afraid of the reliability costs, ironically, we actually bought ours at this dealership, used, but this is where we bought it. Before we bought the house. This is a long time ago. It was like 6-7 years ago now. So I had the Evo already. I've had the Evo 7, so 6 years ago. All right, so we are driving an F-150. This isn't exactly the one I would have chosen to drive, but honestly, props to the salesman. He just made it too easy. He was just like, hey, if you want to drive it, they had the little key door, and all he needed was a picture of my driver's license, and he's like, here you go. So, but it's 2018 or 2019, got 30,000 miles, so I mean, it's pretty new. Has the V8 though. That's the big thing that I think I want an EcoBoost. I don't know that makes a huge difference, to be honest, but I don't know. It just seems like the better way to go. I will say that it's really quiet. It's got some pickup. Not that that'll make any difference once I have a trailer, but sounds good. This is kind of what I wanted to see though. I wanted to see like how loud is it at highway cruising. It's pretty quiet though. I mean, we're doing 75, which towing a trailer, I don't know that I'm really going to be going much faster than that, to be honest. And this is an XLT. So it's not as quiet as like the Lariat or however you say that, which is kind of what I've been looking at. It does have the it does have the tow package. It does not have the tow mirrors, and it doesn't have the panoramic roof. So the price is good though, because it doesn't have those things, I guess. All right, welcome to day 2 of the truck shopping. Just put some air in the FJ. Needs to reset though. Don't want to go in with any light. I mean, it has the maintenance light, but that just means it's due for its oil change. That's not a big deal. We're gonna go test drive, hopefully a Tundra. That's what I'm hoping to test drive. Depending on how that goes, may go look at another F-150. So we'll see. All right, well, first impressions is it looks like a nice dealership. The old Corvette up there. Some STIs. What you don't want is, well, this clearly used to be a gas station and they have 7 cars on the lot. Like, that's what you don't want. If only the Focus RS could tow. Raptor, so tempting. But there she is. All right, driving the Tundra. Now, if I'm honest, I'm a sucker for white. I always think white is just... The vehicle looks good in white because white shows all the lines, then it's a good looking vehicle. If it doesn't look good in white, it's not a good looking vehicle. I just always kind of like white, that black on white. That being said, This one, it's not quite as nice, I think, condition-wise, as what I would want. It's got good sound to it. I'd like to get up to highway speeds to hear how loud it is. It seems louder than the F-150, which would make sense. Ultimately, I know I don't want this one, but right now I'm just gonna try to focus on the Tundra experience as a whole, which it doesn't have a sunroof, which I'm not thrilled about. I do love that the back windows go down though. That is freaking awesome. I just realized when I was driving this, I pulled over to double check. This actually doesn't have the tow package. I thought that was pretty much standard on all Tundras. So even if I did like this one, that's a bit of an issue. It is a good looking truck though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Ford is a way nicer interior. This does have a wireless charger that my phone actually does fit. But you know, there's something to be said for simplicity. Plus, who doesn't like a little red stitching interior? So what I was saying about the back window is a little party trick. Pups can have a little more fresh air. This particular configuration can tow up to 7,200 pounds. Also not quite as high as the Ford. Probably has to do with, I'm guessing, the TRD has some softer springs. All right, let's head back to the dealership. What happens when the highway gets shut down because of a wreck. Look at all this traffic.
Heel. Heel. Sit. Heel. Sit. Down. Good down.
I was just driving by and saw this, had to pull over. Unfortunately, it is way out of my price range. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're asking more than what it costs new. I'm not a big fan of blue, but I could probably deal with it though. But not for Raptor money. For Raptor money, you just buy Raptor. Yeah, I would take that. No, so this one's new. 45K. Does not have the tow package. Oh, but it does have the chrome appearance package. That's good. Locked. All right, well, yeah, I mean, that is a really big iPad in the middle there. That's the brake controller. Yeah, it doesn't have the moonroof, though, or the panoramic roof. This one actually has the third bench seat there, which is nice because if I wanted to at sometimes, I could have like one of them in the back seat and then one of them could stretch out in the front seat pretty well too, probably Lotus. The one thing I hadn't thought of, now that I actually see it in action, is that when it's up, feel like you're alone back here. So that kind of sucks. Say anything. So after spending a couple days test driving, I'm getting closer to narrowing down what I want at this point. I tried to get some clips of the sound comparisons. I didn't exactly, I didn't get to drive the Tundra at the highway speeds really, and I didn't do much driving of the, I take that back. I did actually drive the Ford on a bunch of side roads. I just didn't film any of that. But I am gonna include a few clips just so you can kind of get some comparisons and kind of see what I'm talking about. It's got some pickup. These were clean. Somebody commented in a video, you should get some new jeans. Yours have holes in them. Yeah, I bought them that way. Wow, you be quiet. Always with Skunky. You carry that thing around like a pacifier, room to room. Did we finally get enough? Intermission. Intermission. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Appreciate you guys as always. Subscribe for more German Shepherd content and to follow along with our upcoming adventure. And we will see you on the next one. Later all.